Hey guys, what's going on? So I get this question so many times, Richie, what's the most powerful flashlight? What's the brightest flashlight that I can buy on the market right now? So what I've done is I've compiled a list of the top 10 most powerful flashlights as of October 2018. Now, keep in mind this list does not include overall intensity, it's only overall lumens or outputs. Now, I made this list like a month ago, actually like 2 weeks ago, but unfortunately the list moved around and it moves a lot. So there's so many flashlight companies out there making brighter flashlights and they're knocking other flashlights off the list. So I had to remake the video and I'm gonna try to upload this as fast as I can. So the time that this video gets uploaded, another flashlight might come out. So I'm just saying, as of, let me get my calendar out. As of the 6th of October 2018, these are the brightest flashlights that you can buy. This is also not going to include budget flashlights where you see on FastTech or eBay or Amazon, you have a flashlight that's supposedly 30,000 lumens and it's $39. So that's not going to be on the list. We're talking about main companies like JetBeam, Olight, Claris, Phoenix, AceBeam, Eminent, Hikalite, companies like that, companies that we're familiar with that would cost you $500 or $600 to get incredibly high outputs. So that's what this list is going to contain. Pictures on my tablet, I took them in portrait mode instead of landscape, but it's easier to show you guys on the tablet than to re-upload the pictures onto my camera or my computer. So we'll just show you this. You'll get the basic idea. Okay, so we'll start the list off at number 10. Now you guys know my password to my tablet, 99999. Okay, so number 10 on the top 10 most powerful flashlight list is the Eminent DT70. That's 16,000 lumens and 4x HP70s. I'll try to include the price as best as I can. This will run you about $290, which is about $50 cheaper than the, number 5 spot, which you guys will see that in a second. But like I said, I'll try to include the price, about $290 on this. Eminent DT70 is 16,000 lumens, which is still an insane amount of output. To think that there are 9 flashlights brighter than this is absolutely insane. But number 9, the Eminent DT70. So number 8 is, of course, the AceBeam X45 XHP 70.2 version. Now, the first version was 16,000 lumens, if you guys remember correctly. It had it had 4 XHP 70s. Well, this is the XHP 70.2 version. Can you guys imagine what 18,000 lumens will look like? If you're watching this video, then you're more than likely looking for a flashlight that's brighter than the one that you got. My brightest flashlight is my ThruNite TN40 at 4,600 lumens or 4,500 lumens, something like that. I totally forgot what it was. But I can't believe 18,000 lumens. The price on this will run you $273 on average. Guys, of course, you would know that AceBeam is going to be on this list several times. All right, so the number 8 spot, of course, is the Eminent R90C. 9 XHP35 HIs. This thing probably throws insane. At 20,000 lumens, the price tag on this is about $400. This actually just came out, and this was the reason. This was actually one of the flashlights that had been put on the list that knocked off another one, so that's why I had to remake the video. This thing just came out like 2 weeks ago. The Eminent R90C, 20,000 lumens, 9 XHP35 high intensity or HIs. That is insane. I can't even imagine 20,000 lumens. I don't know if I would shell out $400 right now. I think I'd wait a couple months to see what the reviews are on it. That's why some people actually waited for a couple months to see what people had thought about the Eminent DX80. But that's an awful lot of money. This flashlight just came out, and the bad thing about this, I feel like when companies come out with bright flashlights, the other companies see that, and it's all a competition for these companies, so they rush to put out another one that's even brighter and may possibly skip some steps or could possibly have some defects in the light. So, you know, the fact that I don't think these companies are taking the time to research and develop or produce these flashlights. So that's why I'm a little bit iffy on spending $400 on something like this. But either way you look at it, 20,000 lumens with 9 XHP 35s, that's already a very intense emitter as it is. So just imagine how intense this flashlight's gonna be. Anyways, so the number 7 on the top 10 of the brightest flashlights in the world is the Hikalite MT03 at 21,000 lumens. I'm not sure what the price on this is. I tried to look it up. Really, the only website you can buy this from is like FastTech or, not FastTech, Best Gear. And I think these Hikalites actually don't cost a whole lot. I think I saw this particular one on FastTech for like $170. So anyways, if you want the number 7 spot at 21,000 lumens, the Hikalite MT03 is the perfect choice for you. So number 6 on the top 10 brightest flashlights is the Hikalite, once again, the Hikalite MT09R at 24,000 lumens. That is some insane output. 24,000 lumens. I don't even know what I'd do with that. That's about 20,000 lumens more than the one that I've already got, so that's remarkable. Now, this flashlight actually has 6 emitters, I believe. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in there. We got 3 XHP 70.2s, the P2, and then 3 XHP 35HIs. So basically 6 emitters on this number 6 spot. Okay, so unfortunately I forgot to put one of the flashlights on the list. That was my fault. Number 5 was actually tied for 2 flashlights. And of course, as you guys know, number 5 is the Olight X9R Marauder at 25,000 lumens. Now, the other flashlight that made the number 5 on the list was the AceBeam X80 at 25,000 lumens. So the AceBeam X80 and the Olight X9R Marauder are both 25,000 lumens. But this one will cost you about $600, and I think the AceBeam is around $470. So if you are a flashlight enthusiast, you definitely should have known that the Olight X9R Marauder would make the list at 25,000 lumens. Now, I think it's kind of cool because this actually uses 6 XHP 70.2s, which is kind of cool because you guys remember the Olight X7R? The first version actually put out 9,000 lumens, and the second version put out 12,000 lumens. So this is more than double of the Olight X7R Marauder. However, there are some advantages and disadvantages to both. The Olight X7R is like half the size, I'm sorry, a third the size, where this thing is like gigantic. All right, so number 4 on the top 10 most powerful flashlights is the Emerald DX80. Of course, you guys would know that to make the list. The Emerald DX80 has been out since late of 2017, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Has it really been that long? I'll have to go back and look. But the Emerald DX80 is still on the list of the top 10 most powerful flashlights at 32,000 lumens. There's so many videos of this flashlight just dominating the darkness. I like how Amazon put 8 pieces of the Cree XHP 70 second generation. Interesting. So you have 8 pieces of emitters. Now, so the Emerald DX80 is still on the list. Number 4, that's impressive. It came out like 8 months ago and is still number 4 on the list, 32,000 lumens. Now remember what I said, this Emerald DX80 used to be number 1 on the list, several months back, but no longer is it number 1, it's number 4. Okay, so number 3 on the list of the top 10 most powerful flashlights, beating the Emerald DX80 out by 500 lumens is, of course, as you guys know, the AceBeam X80 GT at 32,500 lumens. Now keep in mind this flashlight's going to be insanely floody. There's absolutely no intensity to this flashlight at all. So if you're going to blind someone 500, 600 feet away, it's not going to work. Now I know this is actually going to be something else that people are going to ask me or say to me. They'll say something like, hey Richie, these flashlights weren't tested. Are these actual tested lumens on like candle power forums or budget light forums? No, these are overall specs of the manufacturer. This isn't actual overall tested. So the list might be a little bit different if they were actually tested, but these are basically just based on manufacturers' specs, so definitely take that in consideration. 500 lumens is absolutely insane, especially for 418-650. So you're obviously using the IMR high drain cells, probably the AceBeam 20 amp batteries, I assume. So you probably have 20 amps per battery discharge. You're definitely going to need it with this. I mean, I can't even imagine how much current it takes to pull all of these XHPs emitters at full power. All right, so this flashlight will set you back $380, around the same price as the Emerald DX80. So if you're looking for flashlights with overall output, then a perfect choice for this price range is either going to be the AceBeam X80 GT or the Emerald DX80. Me personally, I would go with the AceBeam X80 GT, only because I like AceBeam. I got a friend who bought an AceBeam about 7 months ago, and that thing is just, it's a tank. I know what you guys are thinking. You're trying to figure out what the number 1 and number 2 spot are. Well, number 2 on the top 10 most powerful flashlights is, of course, the all-new Emerald MS12 at 12 XHP 70s at 53,000 lumens at $600. It's another one of those flashlights that I would be really, really iffy about buying, especially if you're shelling out 6 Benjamins for this thing. $600 for a 53,000 lumen flashlight. Anyways, this was the flashlight right here. Number 2, this flashlight was the reason this list is really kind of messing me up here, because the number 1 spot actually was brighter than this flashlight. I'm sorry, this flashlight was not out when I made the list a few weeks ago. Then this flashlight all of a sudden just showed up mysteriously. So I had to remake the list, and then the company who has the number 1 spot upped their output to a much higher output to beat this flashlight. So that's why I'm kind of wondering how that actually works out. I'm wondering if the number 1 spot is in fact that kind of output, or if this is actually 53,000 lumens. I don't know, because this flashlight has not been tested yet, but 53,000 lumens, number 2 on the top 10 most powerful flashlights, $600. That's amazing. So what do you guys think the number 1 spot is? If you are a flashlight enthusiast, then you know exactly what number 1 is. Number 1 on the top 10 most powerful flashlights, October 2018, is of course the AceBeam X70 at 60,000 lumens. this is the part that makes me kind of wonder what's going on, because this flashlight was actually 40,000 lumens about a month and a half ago, and I'm not sure if this flashlight is out yet because I'm trying to look up videos, but it was 40,000 lumens, and then the Ace Beam, I'm sorry, not the Ace Beam, the Eminent MS12 came out at 53,000 lumens, and then all of a sudden, like 2 days later, this jumped up to 60,000 lumens. So hopefully they redesigned this flashlight and it actually is producing 60,000 lumens. If this flashlight is in fact putting out 60,000 lumens, that is mind-blowing. I can't even comprehend that right now, but this flashlight will set you back, of course, $630, which is actually good because it was $700. It was actually $700. It was $699 when it was 40,000 lumens. So they upped the output and dropped the price just a little bit. But if I had the money, I would definitely buy this because I know Ace Beam pretty well. Ace Beam makes fantastic flashlights. But at 60,000 lumens, that's amazing. So there you guys go. The top 10 most powerful flashlights as of 2018, of October 2018. So thanks for watching, guys.